Okay. Got my coffee, got my water. I think everything's set up. Hi everyone. No, it's been a while, but depression's a bitch. That's all I'm gonna say. But anyway, I hope that okay. We're gonna be starting a new project here. Now I was undergoing a couple new projects, but I axed them completely. I'll return to them at some point and start fresh, but I'm just gonna go on ahead and get started with Shovel Knight Treasure Trove. If you don't know what Shovel Knight is, I don't know what to tell you. So here's how I'm going to be handling things on Shovel Knight Treasure Trove here. So this is 100%, and mainly what I'm going to be aiming for this playthrough in particular, this little project. I say little, as if there's like 4 campaigns altogether. I'm planning on going through all the campaigns and unlocking all the feats here. This is what's going to happen for 100%. So there might be multiple playthroughs for each of these campaigns to unlock most of these feats anyway. I'm hoping that at the most, it's going to be 3 playthroughs for each, at the minimum 2. That's what I'm going to try to aim for here. So here's how it's going to work. So for Shovel Knight, I'm going to be focusing on a few feats here. Obviously, there's, finishing the game normally. But the main feats I'm going to be aiming for this particular session is, let me see here. Impossible, finish the game without dying. And Perfect Platform, finish the game without falling into a bottomless pit. And Checkpointless, which is to destroy every possible checkpoint in the game. Meanwhile, this is going to be 100% for this first playthrough for Shovel Knight, and I'm going to be doing this as well for Plague Knight, Spectre Knight, and King Knight, just so we're in the clear. Now, you may be wondering, you seem to be tackling so much at once, what's going to happen, if you end up dying or whatever, are you going to stop the stream and call it quits, or, refresh the playthrough? No. There's a bit of an exploit I like to use when it comes to tackling these feats, and we will cross that bridge when we get to it, but for now, let's go ahead and start up this little project. We'll start with Shovel of Hope, which is Shovel Knight's playthrough. And we're gonna aptly call it TBH 2010. Sounds good to me. No, we're not gonna be doing body swap. Long ago, the lands were untamed and roamed by legendary adventurers. Of all heroes, none shone brighter than Shovel Knight and Shield Knight. But their travels together ended at the Tower of Fate, when a cursed amulet wrought a terrible magic. When Shovel Knight awoke, the tower was sealed, and Shield Knight was gone. Towel. I meant tower. His spirit broken, a grieving Shovel Knight went into a life of solitude. Can you tell it's been a while since I've done something like this? But without champions, the land was seized by a vile power, the Enchantress and her Order of No Quarter. Now the tower is unsealed and devastation looms. A new adventure is about to begin. Alright, let's get started. So, Shovel Knight pays tribute to, I want to say Mega Man mainly. I say that because it's like, you know, you go through the entire game, you're going against the Order of No Quarter and the Enchantress. There's 8 levels, well, main levels to go through. Technically 9 if you want to count the Enchantress. And there's just quite a bit that we're going to be going through. I feel like I do have to apologize for my absence as of late. It's been a doozy for quite a bit for a hot minute. Just quite a bit going on. But just know I'm okay. Just trying to take it one step at a time, one day at a time. Everything's going to be fine. Everything is going to be okay. So there's going to be some instances where I'm going to be revisiting some of these stages. You know, depending on the feat I happen to be going after. There's going to be a couple that requires me to go through a certain stage, a certain type of stage, without picking up any food, without picking up any treasure, all that jazz. Now, since that this is going to be a 100% run, I am going to be going out of my way to uncover, you know, most if not all of the secrets in each level. And 100% means I'm going to be going after all the upgrades for this campaign. That includes all the armor upgrades, all the shovel upgrades, picking up all the song notes, etc., etc. And if I recall correctly, there's going to be some song notes I'm going to be picking up on Plague Knight's campaign as well. But they stopped the music note thing, starting with Spectre Knight's campaign, and then of course King Knight's campaign. So we don't have to worry about music notes. And how the hell did you glitch through there, my friend? Yeah, don't worry, I'll just take care of you. So there's going to be multiple playthroughs, as I've mentioned before. One playthrough is mainly going to be focusing on things like checkpointless, not dying a single time in the entire campaign, and, you know, getting all the upgrades and stuff. There's going to be another playthrough where I'm going to try to combine a few things as well, which includes going through the entire game without any upgrades, and beating the game in like 1 hour and 30 minutes. Each campaign has a feat that requires you to beat the game in 1 hour and 30 minutes. So that's why there's going to be a second playthrough on most of these campaigns. And as far as I'm aware of, there's only the impossible feat for Shovel Knight's campaign, which, you know, as stated before, gotta go through the entire campaign without dying. I could have sworn there originally was that same feat for Plague Knight, but I've been wrong before. It doesn't seem like there's the same feat for Plague Knight, Spectre Knight, or King Knight's campaign. So at least I don't have to worry about that. So if we do happen to die in this campaign once, I use an exploit to where I just pause the game and exit to main menu. Because for whatever reason, how saving works in this game is that it saves when you enter a level and when you exit out of a level, etc. Going to the main menu doesn't really save your progress when you just exit to the main menu. It only saves when you exit to the map. So that's a bit of a trick if you want to try to aim for this achievement. Going through the entire game without dying is just by pausing the game and exiting to the main menu. Anyway, we're just about at the end of the plains, and we're going to be meeting our first boss. I knew you'd show your face sooner or later, the cerulean coward. Cerulean? What's the difference? Turn back, Shovel Knight. There's nothing here for you anymore. Stand aside, Black Knight. I've no quarrel with you. I must return to the Tower of Fate. Your time away has dulled your senses, can't you see? This entire valley has been conquered by the Enchantress, and her invincible knights of the Order of No Quarter stand between you and the tower. But none of that matters, because anyone after the Enchantress has to go through me. Steal thy shovel. Meet Black Knight. He's a bit of a pushover, and his fights only get worse as we progress through the main campaign. But, you know, that's okay. He's not a bad fight. Just avoid his shovel attacks, and there's one feat I'm going to be going after here. It involves deflecting fireballs back at him. If he'll decide to go on ahead and toss a few fireballs at me. There we go. Look at that. We got a couple of feats unlocked right off the bat. Yeah, get out of here, you pansy. Alright, we can get our next feat here by doing that. And you want to do that if not only to unlock the feat, but you'll get extra gold out of it too. So, anyway, this is the world map. We're going to be going through the village quite often. If only because we got to upgrade our health, our magic, etc. So what we're going to be focusing on first is gathering a couple of music notes that are in this area. We can unlock another feat right here, by the way. Let's go ahead and do that real quick. Oh, well, I messed that up. Alright, you know what? Well, there we go. Maybe? Yeah. Fuck! Fuck! Come on now. Yep, there we go. Okay. Had to play with that child's hula hoop for a minute there to unlock that feat. I gotta jump on this poor lady's water shoulder thing. I don't know what that's called exactly, but gotta get up here and get some gold and our music note. There's a couple more music notes that we can go after here, and we're gonna go ahead and do that right now. So, one music note we won't be able to unlock until we beat Spectre Knight's stage and speak with this lovely lady over here. So, there's that. Got the music note here, and we'll speak to these NPCs here in a minute. One of them, we're going to have to talk to them repeatedly to get through one feat in particular. But we'll cross that bridge in a minute here. I suppose peaceful solitude is too much to ask for. Well, as long as I'm stranded here, shall we pass the time with a little game? I'll just need 100 gold first. Alright, so basically the challenge here is I believe you have to get 150 points to get the music note from Mona here. That's our little NPC that we're interacting with here. I'm doing such a wonderful job so far. That's okay. We'll catch up in a minute here, hopefully. I think we got defeat so long as we just okay. I think we might have just gotten it. If we get that dialogue, color me impressed, that's when we got it. We got 247 points. Well, color me impressed. Okay, there we go. We also got a feat unlocked out of that, so that's cool. Alright, guy. This is one particular NPC we gotta speak with. And if you're a fan of puns, you're in for a treat. If not, I apologize in advance. Hey, Shelmana, I know things are tough, but don't throw in the trowel. Psh, that King Knight. You give him an inch and he thinks he's a ruler. I traveled with some horse adventurers, but they were all so negative. I was afraid as I jumped over the bottomless pit, but then I got over it. I wondered why the Black Knight's shovel was getting bigger, then it hit me. I'm sure your quest will pay off in spades, hero. Ha 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 ha. The Gotician, he may feast on valuable meal tickets, but overall he's not a bad fellow. Super skeletons are way too serious. Why can't I take a little humorous ribbing? The bard performs on the street because when he's inside, he can't conduct himself. Have I told you about the broken sword? Never mind. It's pointless. Plague Knight tried to tell me a joke, but it was too formulaic. He failed to get any reaction. Well, at least he tried. I talked with Mona the other day. Bad attitude, breaking beakers everywhere. Such a vile woman. Have you talked to the juice maid? I tried to squeeze her for information, but I'm not sure she had anything pulpy to extract. My efforts were totally fruitless. I applied to be a Tropo acolyte, but they said my application looked fishy, so they hired me. Using a shovel as a weapon. What a groundbreaking idea. Arrow signs are all the rage in the village these days, but I think they're on the way out. I forgot what Ray's was using as a weapon, but then it came back to me. Propeller Knight can fly around using a blade propeller helmet. Now that is cutting edge. You visited the nightclub down in the mines yet? A swinging abyss. How about the new hotel in the Iron Whale? I found their room substandard and the place was a wreck. The Baz is the master of the rope whip. Natural talent, or was he taught? Thanks for listening to all my great jokes. I'd ask for a tip, but a well-told pun is its own reword. And just like that, we unlocked another feat. I hope you're happy. Alright, so this is a Tropo acolyte. He is an acolyte under the Tropo King. And we're going to be buying both of these Tropo chalices at some point, but we're only going to be picking up one. And we unlocked our next feat. First purchase. And this is Chester. We'll be bumping into him quite a bit throughout this entire campaign. We'll pick up our fishing rod and the Chaos Spear. Since this is 100%, we're going to be going after all the weapons and such as well. Now, I'm trying to think here. I think we have enough music notes to just go on ahead and gives them to the bard here. This is the bard. Hail, traveler, I am but a simple bard, but I have a big problem. I've lost all my music sheets. My entire repertoire lays scattered across the land. If you ever find a music sheet, return it to me, and I shall reward you handsomely. So he will give you 500 gold for each music sheet that you find. I think there's like a total of 45, a little over 45. I could be wrong. And with this money, we're going to go on ahead and pick up a meal ticket from the Gotician. Since it's only 1,000 gold, why not? And then we're also going to be boosting up our magic here. And just like that, we should be good to go. This is a gastronomer. If you have a meal ticket, just bring it over to him, and he'll increase your life point by 1. Pretty simple stuff. Alright, I believe that is all that we can do here for now in the village, so let's go on ahead and exit out and go to our very first Order of No Quarter stage. We'll visit Pridemore Keep first and pay a visit to King Knight. Now there's another feat that I'm going to be going after here called Master Angler. Let me see. There we go. Which I believe is to fish at 5 fishing spots. And to locate a fishing spot, it's just a little sparkle in the bottomless pit. Just take out your fishing pole and do some fishing. Hey, at least the fishing here is not as tedious as Big the Cat's fishing session on Sonic Adventure DX. Painful memories, but painful memories. So most likely I'm going to be going through this particular stage twice for the other feats, for the no food feat and the no treasure pickup feat. But I'll worry about that when I beat this game normally. I shall amply call it feat cleanup. That sounds wrong if you don't know what kind of feat I'm talking about, but I assure you, it's not the feat that you're talking about. Although it's very important to wash your feet. Be hygienic, people. Alright, so this is another feat that's going to be a bit of a tedious process. But I'm going to go ahead and do this now. Which is to kill enemies by their reflected projectiles. I think I have to kill 20 of them. But you know, whatever. That's okay. It'll give us a chance to listen to this sweet track. This sweet, sweet track that's playing right now. I think we have to kill 20 enemies with this. But we'll get the tedious one out of the way first. At the very least, we'll get the tedious one out of the way. I love this soundtrack. I'm a sucker for 8-bit chip tunes, I gotta say. Jake Kaufman did an amazing job with this soundtrack. barely. Just barely. I was originally going to be playing this game on Steam, but for whatever reason, the Steam application on my desktop was having issues loading up the game file. And I have no idea why, so I decided to just go on ahead and boot up my PlayStation and just download this game and delete all. It's not like I did much for this game on my PlayStation file to begin with, so it didn't hurt for me to just delete all my save data and all that jazz. How many more times I'm gonna have to do this, but thanks for sticking it around regardless. Thanks for sticking it out. You're a real trooper in this. There we go, Reflect Lord. Okay. This is where it's going to start on the whole checkpointless of this thing. Gotta destroy every single checkpoint and every single stage from this point onward. The plains does not count. The final stage of the Enchantress Tower does not count either, because you cannot break those checkpoints. It's impossible. So, breaking checkpoints has its pros and cons, right? You get more treasure out of it if you destroy the checkpoint, but if you die, you have to start at the very beginning of the stage. Also, hello, Pro Typhoon, how we doing today? This afternoon, this day in particular, whatever time it is. It's night somewhere. Go ahead and speak with Chester here and get our, well, technically third relic. We'll get the Fire Rod. Fire Rod, Flare Wand, whatever. Now again, if I do happen to die here during this entire campaign, I'm going to be using that bit of exploit I mentioned earlier. So there might be times where I'm going to exit out of the game and reload my save file. That's just because, you know, that's just because I don't. I'm not just going to start a fresh file a fresh save file to just try this again. When all I can really do is just exit out of the game and just reopen my save file. Alright, we already got Reflect Lord, so I don't need to worry about reflecting any more projectiles back. Treasure out of it. There's our next checkpoint that we're going to go after. So, Pro Typhoon, are you a fan of Shovel Knight? Have you played Shovel Knight? Have you completed Shovel Knight? I'm a real big fan of Shovel Knight. I love Shovel Knight. Shovel Knight. Everything Shovel Knight. If I could play Shovel Knight every single day, I would. Oh, your video project? It wouldn't happen to be that animation that you've been posting up every now and again, would it? Because if so, I'm very much looking forward to that. I can never find the time to animate, personally. I don't even know the first thing about animating, if I gotta be honest. I only know how to play video games because I'm a lonely nerd. Well, the only tip I can really give you is just don't give up on it. Take your sweet time with it, don't rush yourself. Because that'll lead to burnout, and burnout is never fun for anyone. It's tempting, but I'm going to ignore him. Man, I forgot how comfortable the PlayStation 5 controller feels. Like, man, it feels more comfortable than the Xbox controller. It just feels right in my hands. Alright, let me see. Fishing spot. I think this is an aqualite fish thing. Yeah. All hail the Truffle King, the king of fish and fruit. Long may his stem grow. Okay, so I was hoping not to get into that until we actually visit the truffle pond. But I might as well get into it now. So, with the truffle ichor, truffle chalice, I should say, we visit the Truffle King, and he offers us one of the 3 ichors. One of them completely refills your health and magic. Another one engulfs you with blue aura to retract whatever treasure happens to be nearby, which is very useful if you're trying to regain a treasure that you lost when you die. And then, of course, there's the gold ichor, which engulfs you with yellow aura, and you're, like, invincible for, like, a few seconds. An interloper has hit our midst! Begone from our throne room, knave! I'm no more an intruder than you. You aren't even a real king. Oh, but you're mistaken. The enchantress saw me for my fabulously regal self, and now all bow before me. You're naught but a decadent dandy. Prepare to taste justice. Shovel justice. Silence. Alright, let's see if I can complete this boss battle without taking damage. Yep, that's not going to happen. When I revisit this stage, I can get it. It's not big. King Knight is a complete pushover. Oh yeah? You spent months on it? And it's almost finished? Can't wait to see it, bud. Oh man. Coffee. Coffee is the real hero in all this. Alright, so if you're ever curious if you got all the song notes in the stage or not, you can always press the square button to see what song notes you've collected. We've collected all the song notes here. We only need one more from the village, and we got all the song notes on the plans. So, we're doing good so far. We're doing okay. I'm not gonna be spending a whole lot of time to focus on just one campaign, because I believe that overall this is gonna take like at least maybe 3-4 hours at most to complete this campaign. So I'm probably just gonna keep capping my streams to like 2 hours, at most 2 hours and 30 minutes. It depends on where I'm at. And I don't have a certain schedule when I'll be streaming again, so I'll try. You know, if you're curious, I'll try to keep you guys up to date via posts on the community board on my YouTube channel, and if you happen to have joined my Discord page, you know, I'll update you on that too. There we go. Perfect. I just wish that it had a bit of more information on the map when you're going for a checkpoint in this run. Like, they do give you the results on how well you did destroying all the checkpoints on credit sequence. But it would be nice to have that type of information like when you're on the map screen or whatever. I think that would have been helpful. This. Again, we gotta dig through each and every single nook and cranny to find what we need. So these levels are gonna be a little longer than usual, but that's okay. Take our sweet time, as they say. Surprised a ghost didn't pop up there. Usually every single time I'm crossing that gap, a ghost always pops up. So that's surprising. This song has always been tricky to get. Also, I'm not sure if I should place an epilepsy warning here or not. I'm assuming you guys will be okay. Hopefully. Hopefully. Okay, here's another fishing spot here. Let's just go ahead and do that. Oh no! Alright, so this is what's gonna happen. If I happen to die, all I gotta do is hit back to title screen and reload my save. Is it a cheap way of unlocking this feat / achievement? Yes, but it works, and that's all that matters. It does mean I'm gonna have to go through this bit of a stage again, so you know, that's the only downside of it, but that's okay. It's okay. I bet you guys just love spending time with me. I'm just a fun person to be around, I'm sure. Even if I'm raging. don't worry about getting criticism on your work. Like, you know, whatever. I mean, do accept some criticism, but like, don't take it to heart, and don't. I guess what I'm trying to say is don't let it discourage you. You know, criticism are like opinions. You know, like they're there to give you support as well as give you a bit of tips and tricks and stuff like that. Like, you'll learn from it. And you'll improve yourself by taking those criticisms, you know? But don't let it discourage you. Don't let it stop you from doing anything that you're enjoying doing. Of course, I wish I could follow my own advice when it comes to that. I'm so good at giving advice, but I suck at following them myself. I am my own hypocrite. I am my own hypocrite. Or, just like that one song goes by, Lit, I'm my own worst enemy. No, wait, hold on. That's not the band called Lit, wasn't it? Nirvana or something like that. Something like that. I'm sure I'm gonna have someone be mad at me for getting that mixed up. Oh, good. I have 2 ghosts after me now. Yeah, see, so you can relate to me. You can relate with me on that front. But seriously, if it's something that you enjoy doing, don't let it discourage you. There's only so much that you can hold on to, and it doesn't help that if you take criticism to heart, that stops you from doing the thing that you like doing. Take me for example. I love doing things like this. I love to, you know, record video games, stream video games. And, you know, although I don't have a whole lot of people watching me, that doesn't matter because, you know, at the end of the day, it's something that I enjoy doing. And, you know, I'm always just going to keep doing it. Hell, I picked up drawing like last May or something like that, and I feel like I'm not really good with what I draw, but I try my best. I try my best and I enjoy doing it, and it helps, you know, it helps keep my mind off things, and, you know, as long as it does that, I think you're a true one there. Alright, so we're going to get our next relic here, and it's going to be one of the most useful relics in the entire game. It's called the Phase Locket. And basically what the Phase Locket does is that when we activate it, we turn invisible and invincible for like maybe 4 seconds. And trust me, those 4 seconds will count. They will be your lifesaver, those 4 seconds, let me tell you. Does it cost quite a bit of mana to use? Yeah, but I mean... you have a chance to upgrade your magic so that you can use your Phase Locket a bit more. Plus, you know, they gave you I-cores for a reason, like those chalices, so... it's as if the game wants you to just be like, just to have fun. This game wants you to have fun. But wouldn't you be having more fun on a game if you don't put yourself through this kind of nonsense to begin with? I mean, maybe, but I don't know. I like a challenge, even if it does, like, make my blood boil at times. I love a good challenge. Now we're almost done with Spectre Knight stage. I'm just hoping that we don't fall in a bottomless pit here. In this section in particular. I should probably put an epilepsy warning here. Flashing screen here. Alright. So now we're here. And we get to meet Spectre Knight. This is no place for the living, mortal. You shall be summoned when it is your time, and everyone has a time, as we saw with your beloved Shield Knight. Lies! I won't believe such talk from phantoms. Your very existence is a vile deception. The Enchantress is just full of surprises. She granted me new life, so I may take yours. I love Spectre Knight. I love Spectre Knight's design. Look at this guy. It's a fucking Grim Reaper. I love it. That fucking scythe is so sexy. But that's probably my bias speaking because I main Reaper on Final Fantasy XIV. But hey, you know. I live a sad life. Alright, that was Spectre Knight. Fuck this, I'm not. Okay, so there's technically 4 parts in the world map that this scene happens. You may notice that if we clear all the Order No Quarter stages, there's going to be one campfire sequence where there's going to be a treasure chest, and we actually have to focus on catching Shield Knight here, which is symbolic. That's the word I'm looking for, right? It's symbolic, and you'll understand what I mean at the end of this campaign. Oh, well, I'm out of magic. But you'll net yourself a whole lot of fun. Let me see if I can catch her. No! Oh no! I didn't catch Shield Knight. Remind me one time I streamed Legend of Dragoon and it was a no rewind challenge and failed within seconds. Yeah. Let's go on ahead and get some more treasure. More treasure. Need more treasure. Am I weird to admit that whenever I see big numbers, it just makes me tighten my pants? Like, am I the only one? Every time I see that number increase in my gold count, it's like, oh yeah, get bigger, baby! Maybe I'm just weird. Alright, let's visit. Well, before we visit the Tropical King, let's go ahead and go through the Forest of Phasing. Speak with these NPCs, they'll give you a hint on what item you need to use. If, you know, the title of the level doesn't give it away, but in this instance, we gotta use the Phase Locket. Just like that, we're almost done with this level. Perfect. Alright, now let's visit the Tropical King. Who has awakened me, mortal? Dost thou need aid? Aid me. I sense a tropical chalice. I can fill with magical ichor. That's pronounced ichor. Choose your ichor wisely. Okay, so mainly I'm going to go after the ichor of renewal, but I'm going to be unlocking another feat here. So, once we choose an ichor, be ready for an initiative. Oh, I can't carry anymore? Fine. You know what? Oh, do I have to actually... Oh, well, I didn't mean to do that. Okay, here we go. Yoink! Okay. Alright, let's go for ichor renewal. Subjects, a new initiate joins us. The ceremony shall commence. I love how charming this game is. This game is nothing but full of charm. Alright, cool. Fare thee well, Shovel Knight. Return if thou hast need of my aid again. I shall cometh again, my dear friend. In fact, I'm comething right now. Comething. I'm comething right now. I'm comething right now. Holy shit! That's gotta be the stupidest shit I've said all day. I'm a comething. I'm comething right now. Alright, we unlocked a new feat there, which is to sample each of the ichor powers. And we want to get a music note here. Okay, so we unlocked a new part of the world map, and we have 3 more stages to go through. Let's go through Plague Knight stage first, the Explodatorium. I'm just sighing because I guess we'll cross that bridge when we get to it, honestly. I probably should have paid a visit to the village first to do some necessary upgrades, but we're already here. Might as well just pull up our pants and just keep moving forward. Also, I love this track that Trove is playing right now. This is probably one of my all-time favorite tracks. There we go, we unlocked a new feat. Awesome. So I guess you could say if you ever need to see a video guide on how to unlock certain feats, well, here I am. Sure, it might take me a couple hours to unlock some of them, but hey, you know, I'm here to help. I'm helping! So many exploding rats. So many exploding rats. Oh, this is gonna be fun. It's gonna be one of the funnest stages I go through for checkpointless. I look forward to my failures on this stage. Or maybe I won't fail at all. Maybe I'll just be a complete badass. I don't know. I do not know. Go ahead and unlock our next relic here, which is the alchemy coin, which will turn enemies in the field into gold. I guess it's useful. I guess. I don't use it often, but I guess if you need more gold, I guess that's a way to do it. Oh, I can deflect those? I didn't know I could deflect those. Well, whatever. There we go. It's so weird. It's so weird playing on my PlayStation again. I haven't touched my PlayStation in ages. Been so hyper-focused on my Xbox Series X to get achievements and everything, and oh well, now that I think about it, I should have. Well, maybe I can. Alright. This is fun. Hopefully. No, this is not fun. Come on. Maybe I can try to kite him over here. Okay, yeah. This is totally doable. Get your ass back over here. Get your hippity hoppity ass over here. I can't say that I have. I was curious on picking up Bloodstain. Like the 3D Bloodstain game. I think I played that Curse of the Moon on my PlayStation Vita at some point. This face is be your lifesaver. Okay, I guess that's one way to get the song note. Is spamming the phase locket. Hey. I was very curious on picking up Bloodstain. Is it weird to admit that to this day I still have not completed like any of the Castlevania games, including Symphony of the Night? Like, is that weird to admit? Like, sure, I've played Metroid, I've beaten Metroid, I've beaten Super Metroid in life, but I've never actually like completed a Metroidvania title that isn't Castlevania. Because if I recall, Bloodstain is a Metroidvania title. It pays akin to Castlevania Symphony of the Night. So I always get a little bit discouraged when I see a Metroidvania title because it's like, oh no, there's no way I can play through this game. I haven't even played through the original game yet, let alone beaten it, so it's like, that's probably one of the titles I'm not going to touch, but, you know, I've seen DLC, I've seen costumes, and if I see a costume that allows me to dress up like a sexy little succubus, then yeah, I'm totally going to pick up the game just so I can wear that costume. Because there's nothing wrong with me. I'm only human, god damn it. I need to get This is always that one section I have trouble navigating through because these frickin' clones and every projectile that just happens to be being flung. See, like that. Such a pain. Such a pain. Alright. This is fun. Because at least they're nice enough to give you a full heal of some sort, you know? So, I mean, there's that. Leave me alone. Show yourself, Plague Knight. Your trickery will not stop me. Trickery? The fruits of my research are no mere trick. Boom! Now let's have a lesson, shall we? I promise it will be enlightening. I need a phase locket for this, because I don't know how many times I'm probably going to need to shield myself. Because out of all the bosses, Plague Knight seems to be one of the only bosses that I'm aware of is very unpredictable with his movements, his attacks. He jumps all over the place. He's very unpredictable. I think so long as I have this phase locket and my I-Core renewal, I should be okay. See, that wasn't too bad. Alright. Alright, let's revisit the village. Although now we got one of the Wanderers to go against. The adventurers, I should say. North from Pridemoor, west at the fork. Oh, bother. I must have passed it already. Well met, traveler. Oi, maybe you can help me. I think I got lost. I was trying to... Wait a second. You're the knight with the shovel. Indeed, I am the knight with a shovel who has been menacing the village. I assure you, I have done no such... You're gonna use that shovel to bury innocent people? Your reign of terror ends here. This story is ridiculous. But if you have the Chaos Spear, this fight should be no issue. But just keep an eye on your health. That's all I can really say. Out of all the travelers, Rise happens to be one of the most unpredictable ones. Do your worst, villain. Strike me down. I'm no villain. We're fighting a common enemy. We are? Why didn't you say so? Well, I feel like a fool now. Think nothing of it, friend. Knights are strongest when they work together. Yeah, Knight's code. First vow. Always help a person in need. Knock 'em down, Shovel Knight. Alright, let's see. I don't know whether I should revisit the village or go to the armory outpost. Something tells me I should go to the armory outpost first. I should probably do that first. Trust me, skipping past custom games is okay. It will save you the stress. So, like, I'm actually currently going through Mega Man Classic for the very first time via the Mega Man Legacy Collection. Because it has a rewind feature. And, you know, it makes going through those types of games very tolerable. Because otherwise, I don't think I'd have the patience going through the classic Mega Man games. So here's our next traveler, this distinguished gentleman. Ah, hats, my greatest passion. Nothing I enjoy more than a crisp snap of a well-tailored brim. So to get his attention, we want to go on ahead and speak with his customers and give him 1,000 gold apiece. Excelsior! Ah, my precious hats! That's a lovely helmet, so lovely, so lovely. I must inquire, sir, about your curious collection. Travel the land far and wide, I do, searching, learning, teaching, collecting all shapes, all sizes, hats. Each one I wear grants me a new power, and your hat looks powerful indeed. Intriguing, but I am rather attached to my helmet. Yes, about that. Meet Mr. Hat. And no, not Mr. Hat from South Park. This is Mr. Hat from Shovel Knight. And throughout the fight, he'll be wearing 3 different types of hats. This particular hat, he'll throw like dishes and teacups at you. Otherwise, he's really not a bad boss to go against. Enough! I know not what came over me. My hunger for hats took control. Your beautiful hat. It's a helmet. Righto, I knew that. Wear it in good health, for now. Right, well, off I go then. Oh, we're not done with him. So if we exit out, you may notice that he's looming in the distance. Like he's just nearby. He's just watching you. You can get extra gold out of him if you happen to reach where he's at and speak with him. Oh, bother, you found me. I'm so embarrassed. I promise I'll pester you no longer. Here's some gold for all the trouble. Hippity hoppity. Getting off my property. Alright, let's locate him again by going back in the ship and... Hey, looky here. You? You can't be serious. How'd you find me again? You're following me everywhere. Okay, I won't come back. Just take some more of my gold and leave me to my hats. Alright, so... There happens to be no ladder here. I just realized there's no ladder here. Oh well. That just means that we won't be getting any more gold out of him, but we can relocate him back on top of the airship and he'll give us more gold. And we'll meet our next traveler, Baz. Arg, I can't believe this. Trouble friend, have you lost your way? Brought the best gear, the slickest armor, the strongest rope, and the wife is still not pleased. Pardon? Are you in need of help? Those stuck-up Order of No Quarter clowns have no idea what they're missing. Hey, you look like a knight. Shovel Knight at your service, but I'm not in league with... So I heard that if you beat a knight, you get to take their title, right? Please don't do something you'll regret. I don't want to get banned on YouTube. The Great Baz Knight, I like the sound of that. They'll have no choice but to accept me now. Come on, let's do this. So the thing with Baz here is that he likes to use his rope, and he has like lightning elemental attacks. As you'll see, like right now, yeah, he'll have. I should probably heal myself if I can help it. Okay. So. There we go. Cutting it a little close there. I forget that the select button is this big-ass touch button on this controller, right? No way! Not even my best moves could phase you. Well fought. If you can accept defeat like a true knight, you'll always have your dignity. Now they'll never let me into the Order. Never, ever, ever. But I want to be part of the Order of No Quarter. I wanna. Okay, so... Let me see. I guess we can revisit the village. Very cool. And to get our last music note here, we want to go on ahead and speak with that woman NPC that I mentioned before in the beginning of the stream. You defeated Spectre Knight! Now behold my greatest treasure. Dunce! Okay, Vegeta. We're going ahead and buy the last chalice from this Trapple Alkalite. And well, I don't know. I think I should be able to buy all the meal tickets from the Gotition here. Okay, big spender. I'm quite the big spender, don't you know? Alright. I kind of want to try to save some of my gold just so I can get one of the armors from the armory outpost. There's one specific armor that I always like to use on this game. So let's go ahead and do that, and then we will continue onward with another stage. I think we have enough time for a stage or two. Alright, so I actually want to pick up the Dynamo Mail, which will perform 2 consecutive okay, so with Dynamo Mail, we gotta perform 2 consecutive shovel drops to unleash a powerful charge slash, which will take 1 entire point of health away from your enemy. But you can also, like, you know, grab an upgrade from this Shovelsmith. And I don't have enough gold. Awesome. So I guess we'll worry about that later. No, I have not beaten Kratos yet. In fact, that's something I actually want to get into. Should I even bother going against Kratos on this version of Shovel Knight? Because if I do, I feel compelled that I'm going to have to revisit Shovel Knight on the Xbox to do the Battletoads section. Because otherwise, I just wasn't really going to bother, because it doesn't really count for anything towards 100%. It's just an extra incentive. Well, I did a terrible job there. Let's go ahead and try again. I probably should have revisited the Trapple Pond to get some I-Core of renewals, but I mean, I'm already here. So not a big deal. I'm already here. I usually focus on all my shovel upgrades first, so I don't know why I'm taking this path, but it's whatever. It's whatever, I don't need the shovel upgrades that badly. I'm sorry if you heard that in the background. It's my phone notifications going off. Alright, let me see. definitely going to need to focus on not losing too much health. It's a good thing it's a good thing I have this game's map carbon coded in my fucking brain. I've cleared this game so many fucking times. I think it's optional to play those stages, so you don't really have to show them off. I'll probably leave an incentive. I'll probably leave a poll on my YouTube page whether or not I should show off Kratos and Battletoads and all that. If I am going to do that, I'm going to wait until after I've completed my impossible run. Just so when I die during those battles, it doesn't count towards, you know, not getting defeat. Now I don't remember. Damn it. Now I don't remember if I got that fucking music note or not. I'm hoping that I did. I mean, I have my fishing pole out, so I'm assuming that I did get the music note. I'm gonna have my face locket on standby just in case. Oh, this is bad. Oh, this is bad. Oh, man. Oh, man. It's okay. It's okay to feel sad sometimes. I probably should keep a hold of my face locket just in case. I always get like intimidated. You see, this is I kind of hesitated doing this 100% because it's like, okay, if I want to do 100%, that means I have to go through the entire game dying in the game, right? And I always get intimidated doing something like this because it's like I know an exploit to negate having a count of a death to my total to get defeat anyway by just exiting out of the game. And I always have a feeling that someone is just out there judging me, just like, oh, man, this person, he can't go through the entire campaign without using that exploit. What a total tool. And it's like, okay, you know what? If I say it out in the open, at least I explain myself as to why I'm doing it. I should be okay, right? Yeah. I shouldn't give him a reason to, you know, be judgmental of my decisions, right? Right? I hate being anxious. Being anxious is such a bitch. Fishing pole. Reward myself and get this extra gold. I don't remember if I destroyed the first checkpoint or not. You see, it sucks having such... What would you even call it at that point? Did I remember to break that last checkpoint? Did I remember to get that last music note? I don't want to revisit the stage. I don't want to waste anyone's time here. People have better things to do than watch me go through Shovel Knight. I don't have time to look at losers playing video games. Let's go ahead and grab this anchor. At this point in the game, the stages start getting tedious in terms of length, and you know, the obstacles that you have to face along the way. What's this? If you progress through the game, it gets more difficult? You don't say! You don't fucking say. Yeah, I know. Pointing out the obvious here. Good news is that we're almost done with this stage. Makes me wish I focused on the shovel upgrades first, but it is what it is. We're already here. Not a big deal. Not really, anyway. Not really a big deal. This is fine. Everything's fine. I'm fine. You're fine. This is fine. They're fine. Everyone's fine. It's a me, my God. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing with my life. I don't know why you're watching me, but I appreciate it. Let's hope I got all the checkpoints in this level. I'm not sure if I did or not. My gems, my vessel, my ocean, your very presence tarnishes. You are to lay claim to the sea itself. Your greed knows no bounds, treasure knight. Your hands are no less dirty. Even now others are paying for your avarice. Let us duel, winner take all. Oh man, someone call Wario. He might have competition. Ho 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 ho. Alright, so let's go through Moon Knight's stage, the Lost City, which also has a kick-ass track. This entire soundtrack is just amazing. I'm just gonna go out and say that right now. This entire soundtrack is amazing. There we go. There we go. Is there a game that you like to 100% every now and again? Like you just feel the urge to be like, yeah, I've 100% in this game before, but maybe I'm a masochist and want to 100% it again, so I'll just delete my save file. Pretty sure there's a game like that out there for everyone. Only treasure in the background of Treasure Knight stage count. Yeah, that would be nice, wouldn't it? We'll wait here for a minute. Ooh, that was close. Damn it, I was doing so good on not taking damage so far. That's okay. There is a feat in this game where you have to go through an order no quarter stage without taking damage, like, at all. So, probably gonna have to revisit the stage for that one. Hi, Chester. Give me the dust knuckles, please. I love the dust knuckles in this game. Good. Sublime. Godlike. Good. I'm also full of references. I don't know if you noticed that. I'm just full of references. I like the references. Because I'm unoriginal. I'm an unoriginal piece of shit. Fuck me. Of course it would miss that. Okay, let's try this again. Except this time it's Gusto. Look at that. I'm such a gamer. I have pro gamer moves. Try not to destroy the okay. Yeah, look at that. And just like that, we're almost at the end of this stage. I think we're doing okay on checkpoint lists at the moment. I love the way this game looks. It's a beautiful look. You know what? Okay. You know, that was pretty fucking ballsy if I do say so myself. You're out of your depth, Spelunker. Are you lost? These ruins belong to the ages, Moon Knight. They're mine now, but more importantly, is that your digging implement? I'm astonished you made it 10 feet down with that rusty trinket. I will bury you. I'll bury you! I'll bury you and your whole fucking family! Wow, you're so aggressive. And there we go. Just like that, we are now halfway through the game. We're halfway through Shovel Knight's campaign. I'm trying to see. I guess Dust Knuckles would be good here. Hey, I caught Shield Knight that time. I feel pretty damn good about myself. Alright, let's get our next meal ticket and get the hell out of here. Alright, so we got a few things to revisit here, but first, let's focus on a few things first. More treasure. More treasure. More. Must get more treasure. Must chop wood. I never thought I'd see the day I reference Fairly Odd Parents in any of my streams. Yeah, here we are. I just referenced Fairly Odd Parents in my stream. Alright, now let's go through Knuckler's Quarry. You're going to need a Dust Knuckles for this one. Greed at its finest. Meanwhile, Wario's in a corner being like, man, I thought I was bad. Is there any way I can actually get that piece of treasure now? I don't think there is. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I can totally get that treasure. Okay, so let me see. Yes. I'm glad to see my dexterity is up to snuff. Yeah, let's go on ahead and get these extra pieces off the map. Why not? There's a lot of treasure in this game. That makes Mario blush. Yeah, no fucking shit. No shit, dude. There's gonna be a serious skeleton here. That's super cereal, guys. This is super cereal business. Alright. So that just leaves Black Knight, and I might as well go on ahead and get this out of the way. With you by our side, Black Knight, total dominion is within our grasp. I beg of you, take my words to heart. Your safety is my only concern. Was that the Enchantress? Tell me, you! Haven't you tired of this charade? Stay out of this! You never were one to blindly follow Black Knight, but the Order and the Enchantress must be stopped. Fool, you're headed down a ruinous path. The only path I seek leads to the Tower of Fate, and I will reach it. Never steal thy shovel! For chivalry! There we go. Get out of here, Black Knight. See you again at the Tower of Fate, buddy. Alright. So now that I unlocked the catapult, which is something I should have done first before going against Mr. Hat, but now we should have access to the final music note in this section. Yep, there it is. There's a ladder. There's a ladder I was confused about. It's like, why wasn't it here before? Okay, that's fine. So, before we go back to the village, let's go ahead and go through the Hall of Champions. Now, the Hall of Champions is a map to go through to destroy all the ghosts and stuff. But there's also a mysterious scroll, a mysterious piece of the map that we got to acquire here. And this goes for both, you know, the Xbox and the PlayStation, by the way. I never understood why there was... I mean, I guess there's the whole amiibo system for the 3DS and, you know, the Switch and stuff, but why was there not an extra incentive character exclusive for Nintendo consoles? Like, why is that? I never really understood that. I think the most obvious character to choose for Nintendo would be Link from Legend of Zelda, right? That would have been a little bit of an obvious guess, maybe? I don't know. But anyway, once we reach this particular section of the map, you want to go on ahead and do the shovel drop here. And then we'll pick up this mysterious piece of paper with a familiar symbol on it. Bloodstained Ritual of the Night. There is a Shovel Knight enemy, items and magic shards in it. Oh, really? Well, I know Shovel Knight has made his appearances on multiple games, so it doesn't really surprise me. Because I know he made his appearance on Ukulele, if memory serves. And although we didn't get him as an official character in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, but hey, at least we had him as an assist trophy. And that's close enough, right? Also in the room you are in, where you can see the backers. Yeah. So I was about to mention that all these portraits that we see in this entire map are the backers that kickstarted Shovel Knight. Which is neat. I mean, hell, it's a lot better than getting your names on the fucking credits in one other game that should not be named on this channel because for one I haven't played it yet, and for two I don't intend on playing it because of how bad it is. There we go. That wasn't too bad. Although now that I think about it, but I probably shouldn't have picked up that scroll so soon because now our now Kratos is gonna be on the field and it's like, oh man, he's gonna be a bitch to avoid. Hero, thank you so much. And we only get 50 gold out of it. And there he is. There's the sexy motherfucker himself. Okay, so, I'm gonna go on ahead and get some upgrades here. Let's go on ahead and turn in whatever music sheets that we have. We'll visit the gastronomer and get our health upgrade, and we'll max out our magic. I think we should be good enough to take on Kratos, honestly, but I'd feel a little more comfortable if I get certain upgrades, like, you know, for my shovel upgrades, and either beating the game to get these feats unlocked first. I'm not sure. It's not like Kratos is the hardest boss to go against. I think that honor goes to Battletoads, but okay, we got another feat for that. Probably should have visited the Tropical. Okay, Okay, yes. Let's visit the trouble pond. Alright, let's see. Let me make sure that... Okay, yeah. I honestly... I don't know. I never played like ukulele, and I played a bit of Banjo-Kazooie. It's like, I don't know, man. But, I think I'm in a more comfortable spot now to go on ahead and take on our challenger here. Fuck it. Let's go for it. Worst comes to worst, we die. I just exit out of the game anyway. Black Knight, is that you? Why have you lured me here? You know not to whom you speak, gardener. Get out of my way. Nonsense, your disguises or trickery won't deter me. Show yourself or be gone. Athena, is this yet another test? Am I to face this foolish peasant without even a proper weapon? Then so be it. Prepare yourself for the Spartan wrath of the Blades of Chaos. Love this 8-bit rendition of Kratos' theme. So good. Shall I say it's godlike? I won't quit my day. Ouchies! Not entirely sure if my health refills, because Kratos does have 2 phases in this boss battle. Okay, good, it does. So how am I to approach this? Because this is such an awkward. This is such an awkward. Oh, good. I thought you would die from that. That is so interesting. Okay, cool. Enough! In your hands a mere farmer's tool, burns with the fury of Hades. Surely you have the god's favor. I shall call you the Ghost of Shovels. You as well are formidable, Ghost of Sparta. Your technique is unlike any I've seen. I bid you good fortune in your quest, whatever it may be. My fate lies elsewhere. Take this gift. If properly honed, it could uproot the olive trees of Olympus. Gravedigger's shovel, a decrepit shovel, fit only to move dirt. Maybe a smithy could find a use for it. So here's what I like to do. Hey, Kratos. Hey, Kratos. Hey, Kratos. Hi, Kratos. Oh, I can't do it anymore. Alright, cool. So now that we got this unusual relic in our hands, let's go ahead and visit the smithy. Need something forged? A gravedigger shovel? Where'd you come across that relic? Maybe I can temper that tool a bit. Hand her here, fella. So if we hand the gravedigger tool over to this smithy over here, he won't be able to reforge the shovel, but he did use the pieces that that he broke, smelted them into fine armor. And it's known as the Armor of Chaos. And with the Armor of Chaos, you basically have some of Kratos' movesets here. Which is neat, not gonna lie. It's neat, but I don't use it. It's a neat little incentive, but I don't use it. I'm not comfortable using it for this entire campaign, so it's whatever. It's whatever. Okay, so I'm gonna go on ahead and wrap things up here and end the session. But we unlocked 19 of 45 feats already for Shovel Knight, which is pretty damn good. I'm hoping that I got all the checkpoints so far for the checkpointless run and everything else. So I mean, we'll see. We'll see. The next session, we might wrap things up with the Shovel Knight campaign, and then we'll do some feat cleanup before we move on to the next campaign for Shovel Knight Treasure Trove, which is Plague Knight, Plague of Shadows. Plague Knight, Plague of Shadows. But anyway, gonna wrap things up here. Hope you guys enjoyed this first session. I mean, I'm having fun going through this, and I hope you guys are having fun watching. I don't know when I'm gonna be streaming again for the next session. I'll try to keep you guys up to date on that. But until then, I'm the Blue Hedgehog 2010 and Predators Parley. I hope you enjoyed this session of Shovel Knight Treasure Trove 100%. And as always, happy gaming, my friends. Have a good night. I love ya. Every single one of ya.